Y'all, Bleach is back. Bleach is back. It's been years since that awful, god awful Full Brings arc that wasn't even canon. How you gonna end a series on a filler? That's
Wait,
so
but is
irritating.
it that? Is that really? Well, it is. Is it really a filler? Like, is it really
Yeah,
considered?
Full Bring isn't canon that I know of. So,
Oh
like,
shit! That
it's
scared the shit
you
out of
can.
me. Did I not
Yeah,
share
what is that?
sound? You can't hear that?
I just heard it. That's Spartacus.
No, that's my hubby. Shout out to the hubby for subscribing to tier 1. That shit didn't work my whole birthday.
Oh,
That sound alert didn't
oh,
work my
really?
whole birthday, and it
Oh,
scared
I
me.
thought the
Yeah,
subs didn't work.
yeah. When they sub, it's supposed to play that, and it didn't work my whole birthday, so I forgot about it, and it just scared the dog shit out of me. They said, "What time does it come out? What time does Bleach come out tomorrow?"
I don't know. It's on Disney Plus and Hulu, so
It's not. It's not on Disney Plus if you're in America.
Oh, really?
It's on Disney Plus. I heard everywhere but America, and then it's on Hulu for us, which means you got to watch it with commercials unless you want to pay $14. So
I was about to say, I don't normally flaunt nothing, but I definitely got that.
You got premium?
I don't. Yeah, because I'm not about
so
to do no commercials.
I'm gonna need you to stream it into the Discord for me.
Okay.
So I'm not trying to watch it with no commercials. So please tell me when you gonna stream it in the Discord for me so I can watch it with no commercials, because I'm not trying to pay $14.
Yeah, I definitely would do that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, because it's mainly because I do watch some anime on Hulu, and I'm just not used to commercials. Like, I'll do commercials in regular shows, singing competitions or some stuff, like some other show. But anime, go somewhere with your commercials. It's only 22 minutes. I'm not about to sit here through that.
And then Hulu gonna play a whole bunch of commercials too. It ain't just gonna be the one in the middle. He said that was loud as fuck. That was loud as fuck, babe. Sorry, I did not even know that worked, and I forgot to take that jump scare off too. So, just warning you, Twan, you might hear a jump scare.
Wait, there's a jump scare?
It's a sound alert. It's a sound. I had it on my birthday
yesterday.
Yeah, I had it on my birthday. For the birthday, and I forgot to take it off. So just so you know, you might get a jump scare. But
well, you already gave me one earlier. Talk about some Kudasaki-kun.
So yeah, we don't know what time it comes out, but it does come out tomorrow, and it's gonna be on Hulu. You could see if we can upgrade it with the Disney Plus bundle. Yeah, maybe we can. So we'll check into it. But yeah, so let's start talking about Bleach. So how do you feel about?
Okay, I'm proud it didn't get me, but I saw that reaction.
Go disable this shit right now. Y'all ain't gonna act right. They ain't gonna act right. But yeah, so Bleach. Let's see. Bleach came out. When did Bleach come out over here? Like, when did the first? Because I know Bleach was on when I was in high school. I think it was like 2003 or 4. Because I distinctly remember it being out for a cute little second when I was in high school.
Ooh, I was like, no, that's not the anime, because it said 1989.
Ooh, wait, the manga?
No, the actual Bleach.
Oh, no, Bleach. Wait, actual Bleach was made and it wasn't around before that?
Wait, isn't this the? Oh no, sorry. This is. I just typed like an idiot. Just typed in Bleach debut, and this is from a band.
Okay, I was like, real?
It came out in 2004 was the
first yeah. So Bleach came out in 2004, and
in October 5th. So 5 days ago was the anniversary.
That is.
I don't know which one because my math ain't set up like that.
Yeah, I'm not mathing. I'm definitely not.
Oh. Hello? Oh, your thing is off. Your mic is off. Hello?
Am I back? Okay, I'm back. I'm back. Why I can't hear you? Hold on. Oh, never mind. That was wrong. Okay, I'm back. Can you hear me?
Hold on.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I can hear you. Can you hear me? He can't hear me. Okay, he can't hear me. Hold on. Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, yeah. It just switched my stuff when I plugged it back in. Discord did weird Discord stuff, so it wasn't just me. So yeah, so I remember watching Bleach, and I remember it being different from anything I had seen thus far in anime, because I had been watching anime for a while. I started watching anime in 1995. Like most American anime kids with Dragon Ball Z, Sailor Moon, you know, Ronin Warriors and all that. So Bleach was, and Toonami had been out for a while playing anime, but I feel like Bleach was so different when I first watched it. I just remember the music, like the intro music for me was when I was like, ooh, this is different. What about you?
Yeah, same. The first thing that came to my mind was the edge that Bleach had. As far as the main protagonist, it wasn't the typical goofy, screaming all over the place. You know, my mission is to become Hokage or Wizard King or whatever the fuck.
Dang.
You know, his motivations, you know, honestly, he was just living his life normal, trying to, you know, not have his, I guess, entire life ran by seeing these ghosts or whatever. And through circumstance, you know, Rukia popped up, and then, you know, his motivation became protecting and all that other type of stuff. But it was just originally the edge for me. It wasn't like any other previous anime didn't have that, you know, because there was still edgier anime out there in the beginning.
Yeah.
But it was something about me processing both the action, the way that it was drawn, the anime. It just felt cool, you know? It felt like a really cool anime.
It was. I remember I didn't watch it right away because, you know, back in the day when you used to have to go on the channel to see what was on TV, like, and you had to catch it scrolling. And I just remember always seeing Bleach, and I was just thinking, like, what the fuck is Bleach? Like, something in my head was just like, I'm not gonna really be into it. Like, I didn't think I would like it, because I didn't catch it, like, when it debuted, I'm pretty sure, because I kind of just saw it there playing. You know, you look at the schedule for Adult Swim or whatever, and you're like, okay, I see this Bleach shit on again. And so then, like, one day I was just like, oh, let me, like, actually watch it. And I was just like, oh my gosh, like, this is so clean. Like, I remember, like, being like, the animation was so, like you said, cool. Like, it was like different. It was just, at that time, it was very different. And I think Bleach animation still, like, looking at the new trailers for what's coming, like, it still has a very, they have a very, I don't know, they know their style. Like,
oh yeah,
through and through.
Definitely. One of my favorite, like, free time, just absent-minded things to do if I want to just kill time or be entertained, I like to go on YouTube and watch some artists draw, like, groups of people from one anime in different styles of anime. So one of them was like all of the Hashira from Demon Slayer,
right?
But like in the style of Naruto as, you know, a ninja, or in the style of Bleach as a captain, or in the style of, you know,
because they're all so tall. Like in Bleach, everybody's so, well, not everybody's tall, but they all look so long. Statues.
Yeah. I love their stylistic choice when it comes to Bleach, and that's one thing about Bleach though. They haven't gave a F about continuity when it comes to the way people look sometimes. Like Ichigo's dad got thick. When
I saw Ichigo's dad again, I was just like, is this part of, like, because he's in his form? Like, is he, like, why he looked so different?
Yeah, like when he actually is a Shinigami.
He just gets swole. Like he mastered her muscles, or like part of his transformation. Like, yeah, I thought that
if you flash back to like the first couple episodes when he's just like randomly, and I always used to love that about his dad, just like randomly fighting him out of nowhere. But like he's pretty squinty.
He's slim, yeah. I do remember that, and I'd be like, "This is daddy." I don't remember him looking like that.
It still felt like a good choice. It was a little like of abrasive of a change, but it still was badass. You know, like. Anytime they did do something where they elevated the characters' art style or their look, it was always in the positive for me.
Yeah,
Bleach's animation just continued to grow throughout the years, even though the fillers were trash. Some of them, there were 2 fillers that I thought were entertaining enough to get through.
I watched I did not watch the last arc because, like you said, I was like, is this a filler? Because, like, I don't know what's happening. But yeah, I was very not for the arc. I mean, the Zanpakuto one was okay.
That one is one of the ones I'm talking about. It was interesting to see the Zanpakutos in their human form, you know, that was really cute. Like every episode I was like, okay, like who am I gonna see now?
That was cute. And all I really wanted to see is if Kenpachi's Zanpakuto actually had a form, and we just didn't get to see it. And I was just like really hoping they were gonna use this to like go into his, like, I feel like that would have been a perfect arc to do something like, why does his Zanpakuto not answer to him, or, you know, like I wanted them to do that with that. And I just wish they would have used that. I would have definitely said that would have been a great arc if they would have tied it to that. And I thought that would have been
because
cool.
Kenpachi already being just the tank beast that he is,
right?
With a name on his Zanpakuto. Oh, baby, run!
That's what I just like. Is that why they just don't do it? Because it's kind of like we don't know how to make him so OP. Like I just remember that fight where you realize that a lot of the stuff that Kenpachi had on or was doing was to make himself weaker. Like it wasn't really like a limiter that like existed. It was just like, nah, I just kind of want to limit myself. But I'm actually terrible. The eye patch, using his other hand.
Oh yeah.
Like how was that a whole?
Or not using two hands, period.
Right. He's just like, you know what? I'm gonna use my other hand now, and it's gonna be over. Like that's terrifying.
Because that was during the Hugomundo arc,
right?
When he went and fought the fourth Espada. That was like, hey, he said,
just like, okay, I've had my fun. This is over. This was cute or whatever. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and use my other hand and wrap this on up. And that was like just seeing how strong he is. I'm just like,
Kenpachi is just he's a beast. Like he's primal. It's like, but honestly, if he is on your side and he pops up, there's this like,
oh Jesus, thank God.
Because I remember like I was reading the manga when I first experienced this, because I was a heavy Bleach manga reader at the time. So the anime was wherever it was, but I was reading this, and so like Ichigo is getting drugged by this man, like with that weird ass sword with the two C's. You know,
what? That's all I was saying. You know, Bleach like gonna come through with some weird ass character designs, but we'll get to that.
But yeah, that dude was like, I'm talking about child's play, bopping everybody around, and it just felt like, where are we gonna get relief? And then Kenpachi showed up, and it was just like,
you'd be like, oh, thank God it's not Renji.
10 pounds in stress.
Right? What if it was Renji?
Yes, thank God it's not.
Like, how would you feel if you like in that moment and then it was like Renji who showed up?
I would be on the ground like praying for help now, like open my eyes and I'll be like, oh, I'm just gonna go.
Yeah, let me just go ahead. It's over like I thought originally. It's over. I mean, yes.
Bendy sword. That's been done like a million times. I'm sorry. Renji's sword is just not unique at all.
I mean, maybe back in the day,
so many people have this whipping ass sword, this snake sword. It's so
but Bleach, one thing for so many characters, Bleach is gonna give you some character design for the most part.
That's true.
Very unique character designs, and they don't care nothing about having an ugly ass transformation.
No, because some of the transformations are. You went to sleep, you had a dream, you woke up and put it on paper. That's what you did.
Yeah, like Tozen turning into a fly.
What was that? What was that?
What?
That arc could have been, which I think 1,000-Year Blood War is going to be, you know, the piece de resistance of Bleach. You know, this is what we came here for. I really honestly feel like we might get that from this new season. They have plenty of time to work it out. The source material is there. You better, girl, when I say if they don't expand these fights.
Why are you ready to fight?
If they don't expand these fights, because we got shit in that last season, the last canon season,
right?
That was just unacceptable. We were edged with the visors for so long. It was such a good concept. These old captains from like 100 years ago.
Oh yeah.
Horrible by Aizen, you know, they disappeared.
What was that?
You hear that?
No.
Oh, these motorcycles. I thought that.
Oh, I was like, you gotta go.
The mic.
I was scared. I was like, you gotta go.
Sorry. They be ignorant around here with these motorcycles. But anyway, they were edging us for forever with such a good story. And when I tell you the visors, never really got a payoff. They got embarrassed when they showed up to help. They were relief for like a split second, but then they just got wiped out when Aizen showed up, and it was so sad. So we still didn't see Shinji's Bankai after all that time. The Bankais we did see were rushed and just not showcased in a great way. It's just
they're not a respecter of persons at all.
On that last season. What?
I mean, I know. I said it's not a respecter of persons. I mean, I definitely think after the Aizen fight, it just kind of.
But I think it was a combination of them in the manga anyway, being rushed so much to get this stuff out, and then I think that just translated into the anime.
Yeah.
Like they didn't have no high hopes of this like really getting there, so I think they just did what they did and put it out. But this looks like a labor of love.
Yeah.
New season.
It looks so good,
really
and it's like the years with how animation has gone and changed, and like some of the technology probably is gonna make it even much better. I am curious, like if you were to watch the first episode of Bleach and now we're gonna watch this new one, like how we were talking about the last show, like the aesthetics of. I mean, I think old Bleach still has some of that because it was just coming out of the 90s, early 2000s. So it still had some of that like hand-drawn kind of look.
But it's like, it's so like, that's a crazy jump. I mean, even Bleach episode 1 to where Aizen arrived in the fake, I cannot say the name of their town to save my life.
Kurakura town.
But yeah, from that episode to that episode, it's just it's kind of crazy the difference. But even then, it's funny because if wherever your bar is for good animation, mine at the time was where Bleach was. I thought it was ahead of its time.
I mean, even still looking at it though, like I went back and I looked at some fights, like some of my favorite fights, and stuff like that, and it's still like, I mean, it has aged well. I can say. I think some anime from the early 2000s, late 90s have not aged well. Like there's just some anime, like I said, God, we're not gonna pick on One Piece today, but I can't watch season 1. It looks so, and One Piece also looks better like the longer it's gone, but Bleach, like I can't, it's too crusty for me, and I feel like Bleach doesn't have that. It's not so off-putting. You're just like, okay, this is old, but it's not off-putting.
Because like keep in mind that fight with Byakuya was early Bleach, and that was fantastic, and that holds up to this day.
That's one thing about shonen though for me. That I think that's part of why I don't really fuck with shonen besides Bleach to this. Like I just love like sometimes the amount of characters that you're being introduced in each arc, and it's just like
an ensemble cast.
Yeah, they have
Bleach
to kind
has
of like
so many sections of characters.
They have to kind of just like nerf people like over time, or it's just like in a video game, like as you go up, like a character who was strong is now like just a lackey now. And there's some characters that we met in that first beginning of Bleach that I really loved, and I just feel like now they're just like seat fillers, like, oh, he's gonna come along. I mean, really all of them besides like Kenpachi and Ginryusai, like most of the captains, like come on guys, let's be real.
Yeah, like once you start hitting a certain power threshold in these shows, you're right. Like Hitsugaya, the ice captain,
right?
He apparently has this crazy hidden potential, but we only see blurbs of it up until the last season. So
I mean, I guess they level up as well. I guess but Ichigo's special, so it's just kind of like, and then of course that's next to
Bankai in 3 days.
That's what I'm saying. So they're like next to Ichigo, so it's not even that they necessarily are nerfed, but it's just like you got Ichigo going through his 18th million form, and like y'all sitting over here.
Very true. Just training, y'all regular basic training.
Like, oh, I finally unlocked Bankai or whatever after that for them, and it's like Ichigo meanwhile is over here on his 70th form. I mean, it's just ridiculous at this point.
He's over here in a Vasto Lordo hollow form. Is
that your favorite form?
Let's just get into some of the forms.
Okay.
My all-time favorite form, and honestly, fight. I know previously I said that the Grimmjow fight was one of my favorites because Grimmjow is such a great character, and that fight is iconic. But
it is good.
I can also. That's so hard to say his name sometimes.
Urakia.
Yeah, him. Green badass.
Yeah, he's like my favorite. Like I love.
Yes. Yes, he's even his stoic nature. You never know what he's thinking, but there's still so much depth to him. But him and Ichigo's fight was so emotional, so just it took me up and down in every way when he finally, hole in the chest. When we thought he lost for the count.
I mean, he lost.
He lost, but they both had transformations.
Right. Yeah.
And his Vasto Lordo transformation was so chilling.
Oh, it was so scary.
It was really impactful the way they drew him. That one shot of him like this with his horns forming Sarah.
He looks like a devil, like a demon. Like it was scary because you knew he like had lost control. Like it wasn't him. It was Mugetsu is absolutely my favorite form.
Not a bad one at all.
That's not a bad one.
That's his final black one.
Yeah.
That was hot.
I do like that one. I mean, is there a form that I didn't care for? I can't really say.
His first one.
I mean, but when you look back at them, it's like, well, it was new form. It's like, oh, it's this first form. It's like, okay. Then as he goes on, you're like, oh, that was child's play.
Oh no, I take that back. We gonna give respect to the first one because that was the first one. That's his whatever.
I'm about to say first
full bring. It's tacky. It's ugly. Why are we skeletons? What is this tape on our nose? What is this?
It was very like nurse core. It was very bandagey, mummy. It's giving mommy and Tron.
But
mommy Tron.
We saw how mummy can work. We saw Mugetsu.
We did, but it was giving like Tron mommy. Like it was giving like cyber mommy. It's like not cute. It was ugly.
It was tacky. I said if you don't take your ass to the tailor.
It was ugly. But then when he had his final where he kind of still had the like little bandagey things, but then his Shinigami clothes, that was cute.
Okay, yeah.
Like at the end, like that was cute. But the first one was definitely ugly.
Hot garbage. That was hands down, I think, his worst form.
But yeah, we're gonna watch. Should we pull up a fight then?
Ooh, yeah.
I'm probably gonna have to turn the live off on YouTube though, because I'm really not playing with their ass today. I try to give YouTube an hour, so that's what we'll give YouTube an hour. If you're watching me on YouTube, I'm cutting it off. So make sure you follow me. Make sure you follow me on Twitch, because we're gonna start. Yeah, we're gonna start watching some fights here. But yeah, I do like the Vasto Lord. And then that point blank zero.
With his foot on his face.
It was nasty. It was disgusting.
Can I have a small rant about Vasto Lordo?
Okay.
Small rant. Don't you ever in your fucking life, if Bleach does this in this season, I'm gonna be pissed. Don't you ever dangle something like Vasto Lordo or Vasto Lord, whatever you want to call it, in my face and not pay it off. They did a moment where they showed, I think, like silhouettes of like 10 Vasto Lord or whatever, because it's like an upper echelon of Hollow.
Right.
These are the beast, and I assume that was, since that was his Vasto Lord form, that they kind of are similar to that. That they have that level of power.
Right.
So we, like in 1,000-Year Blood War, we're going to be focusing on, I think the Soul King and stuff like that. So we're jumping right over them to what I believe is the final arc and the final villain. So we are never going to get any type of introduction to these Hollows. And I'm pissed about it. Because we also never saw Ichigo in that form.
Yeah, we didn't. Like, you saw it when he was, getting his training. And he had to fight it one time, but it looked different. And it was like dark, but that was like
it was more tamed.
Yeah, and it looked like, so we saw that, but that's it. And that's unfortunate, but I guess that's
super unfortunate.
That's why I was like, he go through all these and they kind of serve him in that fight, and then you might see him in it one time. But yeah, we haven't seen it again. I don't think we ever will.
I mean, it gave him a boost to his normal holification when he put his mask down. I think even the mask changed a little bit after that moment. Like it was a little bit more intimidating of a mask or something like to that effect. But he definitely got a strength surge from that. Moving on. But I just wanted the whole deal. I wanted him, if he pulled that mask down, I wanted them long ass horns, bitch. I wanted him to go primal a little bit more. I was really hoping and praying that.
Thank you for the follow. Bleach new episode.
Thank you.
It's on Facebook. It's a new episode on Facebook already?
Leaked?
I know. I was like, it must be leaked.
If it's on Facebook, it's fully leaked.
Yeah, I'm about to say. I mean, because when does it come on in Japan? It probably came out in Japan, right?
I don't know if that works.
You just saw it, so was it good? No spoilers, but was it good?
Yeah, no spoilers, not one.
Yeah, we gonna watch it. But yeah, I love that form. I just love Ichigo as a character. I'm trying to think. I think I had a little crush on Ichigo when I was like around 2000s. He do got swag. I like how Ichigo, like you said, like I want to get back to that. Like the animation is amazing. Oh, I know. I'm just so excited. I love good animation. Just looking at the trailers, like I'm just like, oh my god, this is God
tier. It kind
of
felt like a fever dream when I saw that trailer for the first time. Like this isn't happening.
I was like, is the show just gonna be this fucking cinematic all the time? Like this looks like a movie. Like, cause you know you're used to like back in the day, like when Bleach came out, you know they would say the good, really really God tier animation for the movies.
Perfect example is that same fight with the Vestal Lord Ichigo. That same fight is in that movie, the Hell Dimension movie, but that fight is done 3 million times better. That's what we should do. We should watch the original fight and just watch clips of the movie version of that fight and just look at how much money must have went into
when I was watching the fight, I just like started laughing because I was thinking about you roasting the backgrounds. Because it was like this the black cylinder. It was like the cylinder. Like it was just like the top of a cylinder. And I was like, what the fuck is this? Like what is this landscape? What is this landscape? Like it's so bad.
It's just like it's just so obvious that they were like, we ain't really got time to be.
But they know how y'all shonen people are. They like these motherfuckers ain't looking in the background.
Let's throw y'all in the desert. Let's just call it a new plane or something, a new hollow world, and let's just make all the buildings cylinders.
Let's
just do that.
We just gonna do it. And then if he's green, the background's gonna be an ombre effect green. Because Urkira was like green, and it was just like the sky is green too because he's green. And it was
cracked it. We broke the code.
We got LED lights. Not the villains having LED lights to match their color theme, and they change it for the fight. You know, that's kind of it was given that. But I'm gonna go ahead and cut it off. Let's see, not this, but we're gonna go ahead and watch some of these fights. So, and we're not. Child, I don't even know how to do this. Hold on, 1 second. I'm like, not it's my first day streaming. I can't wait to watch this episode now.
And look, if you're for the sweet tooth people, candy recommendation. This Sour Patch peach flavor, it's giving me everything I asked for.
Words. So let me make sure that I kicked it off, and then we'll go into pulling up some of these fights. I don't know how to check. I'm like, how do I check? All right, let's see. No, I'm still live.
On YouTube?
Yeah, I've done it before. And I listen to myself.
I meant to ask you while you're looking this up if you could think of it. What Zanpakuto would you like to have if you could have one? You can have somebody from the show, or you could just create some effect or design for you.
I literally have never thought of it, so it's kind of hard.
And I fully am Byakuya. I want Byakuya's Zanpakuto, hands down, point blank, period. I even me and my ex, he used to draw a little sketch